Hello there, my name is Shari. I started off as a content creator when I was 14 and started getting paid for my content when I was 18. And then finally at 20, I started working as an influencer manager and into the whole influencer marketing department. So I thought I'll make a video for anybody who's interested and willing to learn a bit about it. So let's get started. Now before we get into the video, I really want to talk about the lipstick that I have on. This is the Lotus Herbal Ecostay in the shade Rose Bloom. This is literally what I call guilt-free makeup because it's not only cruelty-free and vegan, but it's also 97% natural. As you can see, the pigmentation is so good. One of the usual problems that occurs with liquid lipsticks are that they're super drying, but this one isn't. It almost feels like nothing on my lips. It is really lightweight. I have paired it with a duochrome eyeshadow, but you can definitely pair it in a neutral look. Maybe you're going for brown eyeshadow and you want just a pop of color. You can definitely try this out. Their collection has a lot of different shades, and now I'm gonna swatch one of the lipsticks and show it to you. Now, as somebody who works in influencer marketing, something I really find very important that a lot of people tend to overlook is the location. They tend to not put location in bios, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you don't do that either. You just put the city you're in, you don't even have to give the exact location. Even like putting your location when you post a picture on top of it on Instagram, it gives you that option, and I think YouTube gives you that option now too. A lot of times what happens is brands that an agency is working for is not in the same city where the marketing agency is based. So when they look for influencers, they tend to look for people in that location. For example, if I was from Kolkata and my company was based in Kolkata, but we were promoting a brand that was based in Delhi, I will go and look up Delhi influencers, and it becomes really easy to find them when it is in the bio. So definitely put your location in your bio, or at least on your pictures. That's really important. Especially on YouTube, I've seen this issue. Not so much on Instagram because you can just text people, and the issue is you don't have your email in your bio. On YouTube, you have an about section in which you can just put your email in your bio, and please do that. For example, I found your page on Instagram. I can DM you and maybe you will miss it, but we then tend to go and look into YouTube and look in the about section in YouTube, and that's where we find the email IDs, and usually briefs for collaborations go there. Please check your emails. I did this mistake a lot. When I began, I could have started working with companies way earlier, but even though I put my email in the bio because I saw all these big YouTubers and Instagrammers do that, and I did get requests from people, but I never used to check my email, and that was like a big drawback. So please make sure that you check your emails. Instagram also has this option where your email tab will just show up on your profile. So if you can inculcate that, please do that. That also really helps influencer marketers out. Now we move on to the third one, which is keywords and hashtags. A lot of people don't delve into it, and I know it's a little bit like, what are they talking about? But keywords and hashtags are really important on YouTube as well as on Instagram. So for example, you are doing a makeup page like me, you will want to put hashtags related to makeup. For example, even hashtags like hashtag Indian beauty blogger really helps, because when an influencer marketer is looking for people based in that region, they kind of go on to that hashtag. So hashtagging and writing stuff in your description is really important. Instagram did not have this feature in the past, but they also realized that searching up content is really difficult. Imagine you look up the words red lipstick instead of taking you to hashtag red lipstick or a page called red lipstick, it will take you to the explore page where there will be certain pictures in which the user has put the keywords of red lipstick in their bio or in hashtags, and that will also help you get discovered. So definitely do that. Sometimes brands want really niche down content. So for example, you're a vegetarian food blogger, you will have to use the proper keywords to be found. So if you do niche down content, make sure you write it in your description in form of hashtags or at least in the caption. This is especially for YouTube and Instagram because again, we look up stuff. Now, instead of from the point of view of an influencer marketer, from the point of view of a brand, how do you get noticed? The two keys that you really need to keep in mind, and that is tagging them and using the hashtag. Sometimes certain brands have a specific hashtag on which they look out for content. For example, Maybelline has my NY It Look, which is I think my New York It Look, which they follow. So if they have to, or in any case want to repost somebody, they will go onto the hashtag and look at people who are already using their products. Certain brands are really big into reposting creator content, like your direct organic content, and one of them is NYX Cosmetics. I'm not so sure if Sugar still does that, but Sugar used to really do that in the past. So you can keep a lookout for that. Look up brands that you want to be posted on. If there's a brand which posts more creatives are like if they have a aesthetic going on, let's say, or if they have a certain font which is used in every picture, I believe it's less likely for them to repost you. But if they are reposting influencer content, it's more highly likely that you will get reposted. So look out for brands that do that. For example, Lakme is not known to do that at all. Mom, can you stop snoring? If you go and look at any Instagram page of any, for example, makeup brand, or if it's a food brand, or if it's a fashion brand, you will see they have a theme going on. There are certain type of pictures that they post, so you can try replicating similar pictures. I have got reposted on several pages. I'm pretty sure if I took it seriously and continued, I would have been more of a content creator than what I am now. I kind of do this as a hobby now, but definitely look out for that because it can get you reposts, especially tagging. Also, please remember the people behind this page are also like they are employees. They have certain timings, like they have their 9 to 5, or if it's like 10 to 6. I would suggest you post any time between like 10 a.m. to maybe 5 p.m. because after that it's more likely that they're just gonna shut their phone and keep it to the side. So make sure you do that. It's gonna get you really far. It really helped me keep these things in mind, and I realized that I did that when I was working for this agency, and then it clicked that hey, probably the person handling the page for even Maybelline has a timing, and it depends on what page you want to get posted on. So just make sure. Sometimes brands do not have so much engagement on a certain platform, like for example Twitter, and if you see that they are pushing content out there, you can try posting there and tag them, and I think they will notice you. Because I remember my sister, she was not so big at that time. She had like 1,000 followers, and she had reposted something on Twitter and said that I really want Huda Beauty to notice me. This was like 5 years ago, and at that time they did not have a very big Twitter, and Huda saw it, commented on it, and reposted it. So please look out for that too. Now comes the main part. Create content according to your niche. If you're somebody who is more into commentary, you will want commentary related videos on your YouTube channel. If you're a beauty page, you will want highlights where you've reviewed stuff on your story, and you would want reviews on your page. If you tend to do more makeup tutorials, you'd want that. For example, my niche is mostly lip art, which I'm kind of trying to grow out of, but I know I'm pretty like decent in it. So when I started off, that was my main focus. And if you see any of my work now, which I do majority of the time with Amazon, it is related to lipsticks because I absolutely love lipsticks even right now. A lot of people tend to think that I will only post on YouTube or Instagram if I'm getting paid for it. um, think of this like an internship that you are doing for yourself, and it will take you far. So you're not paying yourself, but every now and then you can go and treat yourself, because I know this is a whole task, especially YouTube. You need to put a whole backdrop, make sure everything is silent. You need a good quality camera or phone, and you need lighting related to it. So it is an investment, but if you're willing to make it, you might just go far. You never know. Sometimes there are niches that are not filled in certain communities. For example, right now, I think there are not too many commentary channels that are too big, or book review channels. Like Book Talk has become huge in America, but I don't really see too much of that in India. So if you post more about it, it's more likely that you will get more views because there's nobody else to watch regarding that. I kind of want to do like a commentary slash makeup channel. I find that really fun. The only thing is editing. Editing takes forever. So you have to teach yourself how to do digital marketing, editing, filming, as well as make sure all your aesthetics are fit. Like, for example, I even need to know how to do makeup because I have a certain brand image that I want to project. Just posting more has led me to be able to work with companies like Lakme, Purple.com. There is Amazon.com, which I do major work for. So putting out content is really, really, really important.